Hi, this is Joelle, and I am the Viberarian. I am here to elevate, enlighten, and empower, and I am starting that journey on the inside and then sharing it with you, hoping that you will find something that resonates for your journey as you are endeavoring to elevate, enlighten, and empower yourself as well. On today's reading within the cards, I wanted to do check in with a deck that I have I've used before, and these are the Mana cards, the Power of Hawaiian Wisdom. Now, the reason that I wanted to use these cards is because a friend of mine is currently in Hawaii, and she is having what looks to be the most amazing time. Looks like there's a lot of spirit-filled experiences happening for her, and I've enjoyed watching that unfold from what she shared on her social pages and in messages that we've shared with each other. And so I wanted to see what guidance there is from this deck around the energies of this now moment. I believe everything is connected, and so I think it's going to be very interesting to see what comes up. Now, in this deck, one of the things I love, this is just the insert card here that talks about it, but it says, "We stand on the cusp of a new day. Return to the source to set right our relationship with the past, one another, and the future." All right, and so these are, again, this is where you can get these cards, the Mana cards. But we've been talking over the last several days about being in this portal, a place of transcending the old and birthing and seeding a new reality. And so I think that this is going to be very interesting messages to see what comes out, and that we'll be sharing from the guidebook. I'll be pulling two cards, and so if this is going to be something that we'll share together from the in-depth guidebook here. So go ahead and tune in, and we're going to look to see what messages want to be shared with us through these particular oracle cards, which are of an energy of the Hawaiian Islands. I feel very much, oh, excuse me, we got a few instruction cards in here. Let me go ahead and pull those back out. Hawaii to me speaks of Lemuria and the energy of the tropical and clear blue waters and dolphins and all kinds of sea life and the lush beauty of the plant life there. And also it's beautiful because, receiving the garland of lei flowers when you arrive on the Hawaiian Islands, and even the aloha, welcome. I've only been to Guam before, which is similar in terms of the energy, a little bit different, but I found the experience very beautiful, and so I do have Hawaii on my list of places to go at some point. So give it one more shuffle, and then we'll see what messages want to be shared with us today. I think I've got another instruction card worked in there somewhere. Let's see what comes out here. All right. The first card. Oh, Pali Ahu, card number 28. Wow. Look at that image. It's very beautiful. You can kind of see, like the hair waving almost like locks, very natural looking, and we see lava coming from like a volcano. It seems very dragon-like. And you can see over here in the corners, there are also some energies in spirit, and looks like there are crystals emerging as well on the side of the card. So let's dig in here and see what the guidance for Poliahu Ahu is. All right, this is 28. Let's see here, one moment. All right. Beautiful. I love the pastel pink. It says to me compassion, and of course yellow of the solar plexus and the empowered energy. We have the blue of the water of emotions and the throat chakra, and really the etheric plane that we can see here as well. This is Poliahu, ice goddess, caress. There is a chant that I'm not going to try to say because I will butcher it, I'm sure. Let me see if I can show it to you here. It doesn't look like it's going to focus, but it's the English version is "Return, O Pele, to the mountain. Your jealousy, your rage are pacified." Return, O Pele, to the mountain. Your jealousy, your rage are pacified. Poliahu is the ice goddess whose name means to caress. Poli means bosom and Ahu means garment. The snows of Poliahu softly cover the bosom of the 13,000-foot majestic mountains, Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa, on the island of Hawaii. Poliahu's home is Mauna Kea, mountain of white. Moa means always, steady, constant, even, ever unceasing, permanent, stationary, continual, perpetual, persevering, enduring, and lasting. Na means calmed, quieted, pacified, assuaged, soothed, and settled. One story of Poliahu tells of how her skills in the art of sledding led her into a confrontation with the fire goddess Pele. One day, Poliahu was challenged to a sled race by a beautiful woman dressed in black. It was a close race, but Poliahu was winning. Then her challenger stood up on her sled while her robe and eyes burned blazing red. It was Pele, the goddess of fire. Surrounded by sulfurous fumes, Poliahu began to head out of control towards the crevice that appeared in the earth. Pele stamped her foot and molten lava spurted out along the crack. Pele's leaping lava formed a row of fiery fountains directly in the path of Poliahu's speeding sled. Poliahu's sled plunged through the wall of fire, but a burning hot lava river raced towards her. Poliahu was unmoved. A blast of icy wind swept down the mountain, shivering the flames of the fire goddess until her fire fountains dwindled. Then a deadly lava river flowed towards the feet of the snow goddess. She flung her arms wide and split the lava river in two. The lava river passed on either side of Poliahu while she stood calmly in the center, unharmed. The story concludes, Pele never again crossed over Mauna Kea to Poliahu's side of the island. Poliahu's calmness pacified the power of Pele. Now the interpretation of the card says that Poliahu is the snow goddess whose gentle caresses can calm the fury of fire. She teaches us how to be victorious in the most turbulent of times and situations. She possesses the strength that comes from immovable stillness. Immovable stillness allows your opponents to burn up their own energy while you do nothing at all. All you have to do is stand your ground. Poliahu appears to remind you that although it is difficult to do nothing, sometimes that is the most powerful thing you can do. Instead of fighting against something or attempting to change a situation, allow it to run its course. A caress of stillness cannot be resisted because it resists nothing. This caress is a type of strength that even Pele's fury cannot overcome. The more you are able to caress obstacles with the strength of softness and stillness, the more you will find that troubles will just pass you by. Okay, that is interesting and beautiful guidance. I can relate that to the strength card in tarot, which talks about taming the lion not with strength and might, but with a gentle touch that closes the mouth of the lion in the tarot card imagery. So here we are, just letting things flow around us. You can see here the split of the lava that it's talking about. And I hear, after you've done all you can, you just stand. All right. Beautiful energy. Definitely interesting. I'm going to have to meditate on that. And here at the bottom of the deck, we have A Nue. Oh, wow. I see here we have a rainbow happening, the sun and clouds and steam here and flames, fire, and we have some kind of totem as well. So let us see what a Nue means. Oh, we can see kind of like a rainbow pattern similar there. Very interesting. All right. The rainbow of transformation. And it says, the rainbow of heaven is your name. In the teaching, it says, in Hawaiian mythology, the rainbow was the route taken by gods between the upper and lower worlds. E Nue, the sister of the gods, Kanye and Kanaloa, acts as their messenger by hovering over the children of the gods. The rainbow was often associated with messages from the spirit world and death. In Hawaiian cosmology, death is a transformation that the soul undergoes to enable it to migrate between the earth and the upper realms of the ancestors. Those who can move back and forth between these levels are given the status of gods who live like humans as they enjoy earthly abundance. Hawaiian legend tells us that one must pass by way of the rainbow through Kuahalani, which means supporting the heavens or the spiritual, to reach the land of Nu'umilani, the sacred raised place of the heavenly one. A special sacredness is attributed to this land that has been described as being fragrant, elevated, and bright. The expression Oka Uhoni Ula Aka Lani Ko Inoa has much to teach about the rainbow. Onahi can refer to a patch or fragment of a rainbow. Ula refers to a blaze or a flame. Lani means heaven or that which is spiritual. Inoa means name. Therefore, it can be translated as the part of the rainbow that flames the spiritual in your name. The part of the rainbow that flames the spiritual in your name. This is the part of the rainbow that refers to those who are related not by blood, but by the fire in their spirits. This fire burns for justice, equality, and love of the earth. Those who share the heat of this fire may be called the rainbow warriors because they are willing to fight fear, doubt, and the desire for artificial symbols of status in order to walk upon the rainbow path. The rainbow family is comprised of people from all races and walks of life who remember ancient wisdom found in all cultures and actively use it to perpetuate harmony and wholeness in the world around them. It has been prophesied that there will come a time when those who are related through the rainbow will teach these ancient wisdoms to those who have forgotten. In the interpretation, it says, The Western scientist Francis Bacon said, "The rainbow is made in the sky out of a dripping cloud." Clouds and rainbows are inseparable. You cannot have one without the other. Clouds refract light into rainbows, which act as pathways to the heavens of elevated consciousness and enlightenment. Clouds can also act to scatter light upon shadows of ignorance and lack of understanding. It is the shadowy side of your nature that is transformed by the rainbow. Just as clouds and shadows precede a rainbow, so it is necessary to illuminate clouds and shadows within yourself. Clouds and shadows are parts of yourself that are not always visible to others or acknowledged by you. It is important to fully understand the role that hidden parts of yourself may play in your life. You may have to ask yourself some difficult questions. Is there anything that keeps you from living fully? Are you comparing yourself with others or to some standard that dictates the way you should behave? Shine light upon any parts of yourself that interfere with your ability to express unity and wholeness. By doing so, you will be able to see things more clearly. In order to move on to new realms of existence, you need to allow the shadow of your subconscious fears to fade. By shining light on every part of your psyche, you will be able to overcome any obstacle. The rainbow reminds us of the presence of light during stormy times. It promises that if you shine brightly as you undergo transformation, your pot of gold will find you. All right, your pot of gold will find you. Very interesting information from these mana cards. I will definitely be meditating on this, the images and the guidance. I know that we are the Rainbow Tribe here to bring down as above, so below. And so to be fully divine and fully human at the same time is part of our soul mission in this present moment. So if you are on a soul journey and traveling at this moment, be sure to immerse yourself in the energy where you are, because there's a reason you're there. And I'm grateful for being able to share with my friend, excuse me, my friend on her journey while she is traveling to Hawaii, because it inspired me to go ahead and pull out this deck and receive some guidance in order to go deeper with myself on this journey. Sending you much love and aloha. Namaste.